Russia said that if the US crosses the red line and sends nuclear weapons to northern Europe, Moscow will take countermeasures. The Russian Foreign Ministry warned on March 6 that if the US deploys nuclear weapons in northern Europe, Moscow will consider the location storing these weapons as legitimate targets. She also warned that the deployment of nuclear weapons in countries near Russia's borders risks causing a military confrontation between Russia and NATO. It doesn't take a military strategist to realize that such facilities would pose a direct threat and would of course be included in the list of legitimate targets in a military conflict scenario, directly between Russia and NATO, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said at a press conference. Her comments came days after Finnish President Alexander Stubb said that his country's membership in NATO could give Helsinki a real nuclear deterrent using names American fire. While discussing the topic last week, Mr. Stubb added that the Finnish government would have to decide whether it needed to change the law to allow the placement of Allied nuclear weapons on its territory. The U.S. has not commented on Mr. Stubb's statement, and Washington has not spoken about the topic of deploying nuclear weapons in Finland. Ms. Zakharova said that if American nuclear weapons were introduced into Finland or another country in Northern Europe, the security of the countries that own these weapons will not be stronger, but on the contrary, will be damaged. She also issued a warning to the Finnish public about Mr. Stubb's statements. To what extent the Finnish people are aware of the risks they will face will be a big question, Ms. Zakharova said. Such a decision would really entail major changes in the security situation of that country and related issues. Finland decided to apply to join NATO due to national security concerns after Russia launched a special military campaign in Ukraine in February 2022. Russia has repeatedly warned that this decision by Finland is wrong because in reality, the two countries do not have any significant conflicts. Finland becomes a member of NATO in April 2023, which doubles NATO's shared border with Russia. The admission of Finland ended 7 decades of maintaining the Nordic country's neutral policy. Recently, Finland also started building a border fence with Russia. Last year, Finland announced plans to sign a Defense Cooperation Agreement (DCA) with the U.S., allowing Washington to station soldiers and stockpile weapons and ammunition in Finland. The Finnish Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that the country will open 15 areas nationwide, allowing the U.S. military to access and use. Meanwhile, Moscow announced that it would respond to NATO's expansion of presence to the east, closer to Russia's border. Moscow views NATO's expansion of presence in the region as a threat to national security.